go. Just go.
Oh, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Garage Podcast. And this is your host, Christian, with Richard. And today is a Monday, but it doesn't feel like it because it's a short week. It is Thanksgiving this week. Take it away, Richard.
Yes. This is what an introduction. That was a good introduction. I liked it. It was very upbeat. It's very very uplifting. Hold on, I have to turn my fan off because it's super distracting.
Do it.
Yeah, wow, that was a good introduction. All right, so this is episode 6, I think.
I don't know either.
Yeah. This is episode 6.
It
Yes,
is what
we're
it
back.
is.
Yes, it is what it is. Yes, we're back for another episode. This will be a much shorter one because I think that's where the money's at. Start paying us money to do this show so we can quit our jobs. Well, you can't show that unless we have a sponsorship. You have to say, sponsor me. Sponsor me now. All right, yes, we're back. And I would like to say that this is our first special episode because we have our very first not subscriber from anyone other than us two, not like from anyone other than us two, but we have our first dislike.
Oh, yeah.
First dislike. We on the latest episode has a dislike. It also has the most views we've had, which is 20. So we should be popping champagne. We should be drinking that Cristal, like rock stars, like the rappers drink.
We should be angry.
We should. Yeah, I was about to say we should be furious that someone would dare dislike our content. How dare they?
We should pray to our crystal that they perish.
God. Crystals, are you gonna start using essential oils?
I actually do.
Do you really? What is for what?
For the smell. I like them for the smell.
Oh, that's fine then. Not to cure cancer or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Because I already
Better.
did that.
That's good.
I did that. Why is my focus on? There it goes.
Yes, this is our first. Like I said, the last episode of the Garage got a dislike, that's engagement. That's engagement. So, yes, congratulations to us. And I sent you this, and I also told my wife this when she said they hate the show or the podcast, and I was like,
Okay.
I was like, whatever. But then I was also like, he's like, you're absolutely the worst pirate I've ever heard of. And he goes, but you have heard of me. So yes, we're here. We're here, and people don't like us already, which is not surprising, but it is welcome. It is yeah, whatever. People are gonna like what they like. People are gonna like what they like, or dislike what they like. Whatever. Yeah.
We're not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay.
It's not okay. Furiously starts shaking. I'm like sweating right now. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I think that, even somebody saw
they
it.
They watched it enough to dislike it. They're like,
Exactly. So sweet.
It's not that we thrive off of conflict. It's just, we like the acknowledgement.
Like I said, that's engagement. You watched it. Thank you for the watch. But yeah, like I said, and also 20 views, which is the most we've ever gotten. Which nice. What was I gonna say?
Very cool.
Yeah, freaking sweet. Yeah,
So if this makes money, since you're the editor, do you get the cut? Is it like a 75-25?
What? I think we would do like a. I mean, if you start editing, then it could be a 50-50. But since I edit it, I would probably do like what?
You get more
60-40.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say 60-40.
I mean, that's fair.
But yeah, it was originally my brainchild. Yeah, let's talk about the origin. That's a good way to segue. Let's talk about the origins of what this show came to be. I remember I was at work and you were working. This is before you were with us full time, and I kind of was just not. And this is not how I feel now, but um, I was sitting in my car, and I think I didn't want to go into the building we were working at, and I was kind of just like over everything, and I didn't want to be there. Like I said, it's not how I feel now. I'm fine with where I'm at. Um, I just didn't like the site we worked at. That specific site.
Which
There
one
are other
was it?
sites work. It was not. It was.
Was it?
It was. Yeah, I'm gonna have to blur that out. Well, I mean, like it's hard because like your hat literally says it on it.
Oh yeah, whoops. Can you read
I
that?
mean, they can't. I don't think they could see it. I can't really read it, so I don't think so. But, yeah, no, I was, and I didn't want to. I didn't. I just wasn't in the mood. And then told Chris. I told Christian. I said, "Do you want to make a show that I think the dynamic would be, and it's based off kind of one of the shows that I watched not in my childhood, like 10 years ago, but off Respawn Inbox. I know you didn't watch it, but I watched it, and that was one of my favorite shows. But the dynamic was kind of like one person's like the chill one, and the one person is the which I guess it's not. We're not really doing it. We're kind of just this is just a podcast now. But one person is like the crazy one, and one person's like the chill one. Which I was thinking that would kind of. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Mute my phone. But yeah, one person was like the crazy one. One person was the chill one. And then obviously you'd be the chill one. You're kind of like the philosopher. I feel like you talk about a lot about like just like you talk a lot about I feel like you kind of. Let me start. Sorry, I gotta set a timer. God damn it! I feel like you talk a lot about like. I feel like you ask a lot of questions. I feel like you ask a lot of questions. You kind of question, why things are. You kind of deep dive into, um, just like things from it with a deeper meaning. You kind of try and find a deeper meaning, and I feel like I don't do that I don't do that very often. I kind of am just very like me. I like to have fun. Like I like to joke and do whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the kind of dynamic that we have. And I'm not to say that you can't also like make jokes or anything, but yeah, I like that dynamic. I enjoy it. And yeah, that's and I said to you one day you were walking by my car and I kind of said it on a whim. I was like, do you want to start a show where it's me and you just I mean also I think we have good chemistry. We're our friends, dare I say, best friends.
I witnessed you get married, brother.
Sorry.
He's taken.
Yeah.
He's taken.
But yeah, no, I said let's start it. Let's just put something out because I've always wanted to make. I think the main thing was I wanted to make people laugh. I love making people laugh because I think I've said this before. I love having fun at work. I love just kind of having a good time, and if we can have fun while we're working, why not? And yeah, that was kind of the thought of it. And yeah, we're doing it. I like to think we've had a couple good laughs on this show. So it's not in person anymore. I would like to. What I want to do is I want to find like if this eventually does like kind of make it out of whatever the baby I guess the infant stages. I want to do like in an actual garage. Like I want it to be like
That'd be sick.
I
On
want
the fold out
the
table.
set to be an actual garage. Yeah, fold out table, something like that. Yeah, and the garage was I chose the name because it was based on back in high school. Me and you used that. I don't want to say it was the spot, but it was I think it was a premier spot where we would kind of just hang out in the garage, kind of drink beers, play beer pong. Yeah, it was we would all hang out. We'd have garage nights. Yes, sir. And yeah, we would just we would hang out, drink beers, get drunk, whatever, do and have a good time, and yeah, and that's why I chose the garage because it had a special connection to us. This you pointing at Christian, not the viewer. Yeah, it kind of had a special place, and that's why it's the garage. And you know, everyone is welcome to the garage. Everyone, whether you're I was about to say, whether you're, you know, I just threw it under the thing. Why you said it. I don't know why the first thing that came to my head was black. I don't know why. But you know, everyone is welcome to the garage. You know,
They
whether
are.
you're, you know,
Everyone is.
gay, straight, black, white, transgender. I don't care. I don't have enough energy in my life to hate a specific group of people. I don't know how people do that. But yeah, no, everyone's welcome, and I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that we're here in the garage. And I changed it. I changed the channel description. It literally just says "Welcome to the garage, cuties."
Hell yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, that's kind of, you know, we've been friends for, I think we've been friends for like 10 years now. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. We're still talking, and you know, if anyone's here and if anybody is watching, you know, welcome. Just
Welcome
you know,
aboard.
welcome to the ride, aboard. Welcome to the party. So
Welcome aboard.
I am, yeah, I'm glad that we're doing this because I think it's cool to just like a little side project. You know, obviously we both still have our normal jobs. I didn't just go all in and quit my job and say this is what I'm doing, but it's a little side project that I like. And
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do something for a while. I wanted to do like either, you know, talking, maybe do like a gaming channel or something, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, I'm just, yeah, this is the project. This is my book report.
This is your presentation of the class.
Presentation to the class, yes. So hopefully everyone likes it. But yeah, the first dislike special. We're
That's
here.
the title.
We're queer. Get used to it.
That's the title. The,
That's literally gonna be the title.
the what is it? The first dislike special.
Yeah. Yeah. First dislike special.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think they disliked about it? Do you think like it was like the format? Like it couldn't have possibly been us. No way. I mean, we're virtually we're unlikable. You know, we're like
Untouchable.
we're so likable.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they could have not liked us. I mean, we're the best. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? So, um, what do you think they didn't like about it? You think it was the fact that it was on Discord? Do you think they like hate Discord and they're like, "Oh, dude, I got to
They're probably
dislike
just like,
now."
no production value, no no girls,
No. Oh, what's yeah,
no
the meme.
mushrooms, no conspiracy theories, no bald people.
No bald people. They're like both of them are white. Dislike. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That was wrong. They're both Mexican. Dislike.
I got
You
some.
think that was it?
Yeah. We didn't look like the Pauls.
The Paul brothers? Oh,
Mike
goodness. That could be
Tyson.
our first. Yeah. Did you watch it at all?
I saw a little bit. I saw clips and I saw clips of Mike Tyson not swinging all the way, hesitant on his swing. Like he had a clear open shot on Jakey Poo and he completely like backed out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, though I watched it only to say that I've watched Tyson fight live. As my parentheses, because I mean, obviously, the guy's what 58. He's obviously, dare I say it, past his prime. Um, yeah, I only watched it really just to see Tyson in the ring at least once in my life. But like, first of all, the fucking stream sucked.
Did it?
Yeah, I couldn't. Well, okay, I'm kind of talking from like
It was on Netflix,
I
wasn't
don't
it?
know. Yeah, I don't know if I can really say much. I did illegally stream it, so I don't know if I can complain too
Dumbass.
much. But I would like, well, because it's like I thought about getting Netflix just to watch it, but I'm glad I didn't
Mm-hmm.
because that was, I mean, I watched the first round. Tyson kind of came out swinging like he was gonna do something, and then like I watched like the second and third rounds. I'm like, oh, this is, and I think I maybe watched the fifth. I would zoom. I would kind of go in and out of it,
Mm-hmm.
bits and pieces, obviously, because Netflix's freaking streaming wasn't really doing its job, but
Mm.
kind of was, he just wasn't there. He was losing steam, and I kind of read up that the last couple fights he did, like he did a fight in like 2008, and he like the same thing. He kind of was. I think he quit after like the 6th round or something like that. But
Tyson? He quit?
yeah, like he was like, I can't finish the fight because the guy's old. He's gassed. Not to be put any disrespect on him. He's one of the best fighters of all time. But you know, that's a reason that Jake Paul's doing this at what? How old is he? Like 28. That's your prime.
Probably, yeah.
You know, so it's like
I think it was
it's
staged
it.
completely. My perception is it was completely staged. It was all fake, and yeah, like the Paul brothers, they've committed crimes. They've committed so many crimes, and the internet has attempted to hold them accountable, and
Mhm.
all they do is get a pass and even more publicity. Like every fucked up thing
Yeah,
that they do, it seems like they get even more famous.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Paul brothers. I think, like, didn't they have like a crypto scam too?
Yeah, they
Like, didn't
literally
they have
scam
like
people. They pump and dump, and
that's
they just got away with it.
yeah yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Paul
I
brothers.
think that
I
just
mean,
says
I know,
everything.
and I think one of the main reasons is the reasons they're so popular is like a lot of people will see that there's a lot of people hating on something and they will go, well, that just makes me like it even more, which is not a good mentality to have
It's
at
just
all.
contrarian.
Yeah.
It's like contrarian for the
Very,
sake of being contrarian. It's not because it's like
yeah,
the actual truth, and it's like, you know, contrarian for the
yeah,
sake
I
of
know,
contrarian.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's not very, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. Yeah, it's not good, but you know, um, yeah, like the whole thing. Yeah, that's what I heard that too. That the whole fight was staged, and like obviously Mike's just doing it probably for the check and stuff like that. Which
Oh yeah.
I mean could be true. Could be true. Guys not. I don't think he's making too much money anymore. But
But
yeah.
he's like
I mean,
the
whatever.
most, if not probably, I would say at this point he's probably the most famous boxer. Like Floyd Mayweather is out of the limelight, I feel like at the moment.
Yeah, I mean I mean
And Mayweather's getting
Mike
old too
Tyson.
himself.
Yeah, yeah. I mean people. Well, didn't Floyd? Who did Floyd fight? Was it Logan or Jake?
Oh shit.
Remember that
It
whole
might
thing
have been
happened?
Logan or Jake. I don't remember. I don't
Whole
remember.
thing. I don't know.
It was one of them.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
Like
that.
it's
Yeah, that
just
was
cheap content. It's so forgettable, and
yeah.
it's like a disgrace to
It's
the sport. It's like they're actively taking a piss on the sport.
yeah. I agree. I think it's kind of ridiculous. Like the whole like I don't know. I just think the whole thing. It's like he's like I'm gonna bring Mike Tyson out of retirement. It's like why? Like if you want to establish yourself as a real boxer, then why don't you fight a real boxer? It's like don't fight freaking all these MMA guys. Like that's a different sport. Like why
That's
don't
the
you
whole thing, though. That's
just
like the whole thing.
it's the whole thing is just like a whole I don't know. I don't want to talk about it too much longer, but it's a whole clusterfuck, and it's like
Yeah.
whatever. They
I think the
I don't know
Paul
whatever.
brothers are
Anyway,
part of
move
like the Illuminati.
the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
That's why
Yeah. Anyway.
they get away with
Oh.
things.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. You know what's funny is I don't know if you do the same thing, but me when I don't like something, I'm fully just like I don't even want to look at it. Like I don't want to look at it. I don't want to watch it.
You
Whatever.
just want
Like
it
so,
to
like the
just
Paul
be
brothers.
destroyed,
Just
just
want
or just like the
that, but
proof.
also I just wanted to and it's I wanted to get out of my vision. I wanted to get out of my line of sight. So like anything I don't like I don't know.
You just don't want
Let's
it
say
to take
the
up your
Paul brother.
energy. Like you don't. It's not worth your
Exactly.
energy.
There you
It's
go.
like I don't want this taking any more of my mind space. This just goes away now.
That, that's a better way to put it. Yeah, I don't like talking. I don't like talking about it. I don't like when people try and talk politics with me. I'm like, I don't want to talk politics. I don't.
There's no winning unless you
I'm
do.
not gonna. Exactly. There's no point because it's like all like if we talk about politics, all we're gonna do is just we're gonna hate each other even more than we do right now. And it's like there's no point. Like just go to go to your side. I'll stay on my side. Whatever.
You didn't vote
But anyway,
for
yeah.
Kamala?
Mancala.
Because she's a man?
No, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant
Oh,
at all.
she's
That is
secretly. Have
not.
you heard the
There's
theories about Michelle Obama being a man and that
yeah. See, like
Obama is gay?
stuff like that. Like stuff like that, or like people saying Obama's a Muslim. It's like anytime I see stuff like that, I have to get it out of my line of sight because I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's like, bro, like what are you doing? Like why if you believe that, like why? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to live. I'm trying to have a good time,
Yeah, I
you know?
think that's ultimately the important part. And like, you could theorize all you want and do these things, but like, I don't know. I
Also,
think
too, I think
ignorance
it's
is
like,
bliss.
yeah,
It
exactly. It's
like it
like,
allows you to live your life, and you could do what you need to do to be happy
mhm.
and not think about unnecessary things, I guess. Things that don't really impact you on a day-to-day basis, but feel
Yeah,
like an imminent thing.
yeah, exactly. Like I kind of focus on more on like I've started to focus more on like like you said, the stuff that impacts my life immediately. Like
Mhm.
I get you know, like stuff I'm doing at work or like traffic, the rain. Okay, I got to drive more carefully on the highway, like stuff like that. That's kind of what I focus on. I've noticed my mental health has significantly improved now that I'm focusing on stuff that is directly in front of me instead of stuff that I don't have control on. So,
Mhm.
and I think that's a good. I think that's what everyone
Would
should do.
would you say that social media has helped you a lot? Like deleting that out of your life for the most part has helped you with that?
Yes, 1000%. Yeah. So after the Niners lost the Super Bowl, because I'm a Niner fan, I didn't want to hear anybody talk about it. So I deleted social media, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. So like I deleted. So I had what Twitter, Instagram. I had Reddit. I've kind of fluctuated with Reddit,
Mhm.
but ever since the election passed, I didn't want to hear anybody talk about it. So I deleted Reddit. Haven't downloaded it since because it's
Reddit
just
in the election. Oh my god!
because here's the thing. All right, I will say
I don't even want. I
I
didn't
vote.
look, but anyways,
Yeah,
continue.
no. I will say I voted Democrat. But even the amount of stuff that was posted on Reddit that was Democratic positive was kind of like this is a little weird.
Yeah.
Like it's a little weird. Like it's kind of like and I will say it's an echo chamber because like obviously you're not seeing any of the Trump stuff get upvoted because you don't like Trump,
Mhm.
and it's a weird. It's just weird. And you know it's I don't know. It's just like weird. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just like
it's
why
it's
is there
eerie.
so
It's
much
like
like
it's throwing your meter off. Like you even sense it. It's like this isn't right. Like there's
yeah
nothing.
exactly
There's
like
no freedom of discussion. It's like there's only one way, and if you think one way, you're fucking stupid. You're an idiot, and it's like destroyed. And it's
yeah,
like there's no
and
room
that's
to have a discussion, and that's the issue, in my opinion. But
and that's even for like just stuff that's non-political like um I'm sure if you talk about the Paul brothers they would all hate the Paul brothers and it's like or like I don't know it's weird it's just like and Reddit is like there's the thing called the Reddit hive mind where if you don't think the Reddit's way they'll downvote you and they'll gang up on you and it's it's a totally real thing and
mm-hmm.
that's part of the reason why I stopped going on Reddit. I don't want to I just don't. I deleted Instagrams. I deleted Twitter. The only time I've re-downloaded those apps, I have never downloaded Twitter again. I only downloaded Instagram to like a post by my wife. That was it. Because I always did. We have this thing where I have to be the first like on every single one of her posts that she posts. So that's the only time. And then I immediately delete it. And then Reddit, like I said, I kind of went back and forth for the election, and then I deleted it right after because I didn't want to hear about it. And then it's like, okay, then that might and I will tell you man my mental health has significantly improved because like I'm not thinking on Reddit they put stuff in front of you like Reddit I think there is like obviously news they want to get clicks they want to do this they want to do that they want to get your attention that's the main reason and it's like I can't and it's particularly stuff that will make you angry and want to click on it and go what the hell is
Rage
this blah
bait.
blah blah
Yeah.
I yeah exactly that's I didn't want to say well
That's
not that I didn't want to say it but that is a word that I would use is rage bait.
mm-hmm. And that's literally how they program it. It's like there is a certain level of frustration that they need to elicit to providing, like, to acquire your engagement. Like if it's not just like good dopamine. It's like there has to be.
What the hell was that?
So I've been fooling with this thing. I like there's a button that says talk. I felt like I was pushing and I was like, oh, the batteries are dead, and I just been fumbling with it, and it like just went off.
I was like, what the hell? What did it say?
I don't even know. That's a good one. Do
What
or
did it
do
say?
not. Do or do not. There is no try. Either you do it or you don't. Do it or you don't,
Actually,
Richard.
I want to read your text. You know what? I was walking through my images the other day, and my brother Anthony, who I told Anthony about the podcast,
Mm.
and he actually had some. He actually
Critiques.
had some. What'd you say?
Constructive criticism. Critiques.
He had some wise word, or he had some cool words to say. I said,
Really.
yeah,
Content.
I said, hey, can you? I haven't, and that's the thing is, so I still haven't told any of my family about it,
Mm.
except for a couple people. And I said, can you keep it a secret? And he said, it's funny. He goes, a show? You want me to keep it a secret? Is the show not public? I said, a secret from the family, dudo. And he goes, all right then. I said, thanks. And I go, I don't want to tell anyone yet because I want it to be something before I tell people. And he said, what do you mean by something, dudo? And I said, and he literally put, what do you mean by something in like parentheses?
Yeah.
And I go, I want it to have an audience. I want it to get views and likes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, I'm sure you'll get an audience someday. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I said, thank you, Anthony. That means a lot. So
Oh, Anthony.
I like his words. Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
said, yeah, just keep doing what we're doing, and that's all we can do,
Do what
really.
you gotta do.
Do what you do.
Kind words
But
by Anthony.
also
Love those.
bringing it back to the what did you say? Hold on, give me 1 second. The how you said do or do not. There is no
Oh yeah.
try. Let me find it.
It's like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Okay,
Just
ready?
do it.
Anthony said, so this is a text between Anthony and my dad. Anthony goes, we need to fix the Wi-Fi. All my downloads are taking 4 hours tops. And my dad says, okay, I'll look into it. And Ant says, there's no looking into it. There's only doing it, and he's, and he said, there's doing it and only doing it. I was like, dude. Oh,
Anthony, dude.
cracks me up. Yeah, I
He
love my
is a
brother,
king.
but
Anthony is.
he
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 will.
he wants results.
Mm-hmm.
He's very much like my dad. He wants results, and if you can't do it, then he's very irritated. So, um, yeah, no, just bringing it back to that. But yeah,
Results.
good old results. He wants results.
I guess that's what
So
the only thing that you could want in like that way. It's like you could put in effort as much as you want, but if you don't get results, you're just spinning your tires.
you're just freaking doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but okay. So
Yes.
I have a couple things that I wrote down. So first of all, so you don't have to come up with one, but I kind of. Oh, what did you think of the video I sent you?
Which one?
The
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 animated?
the drawing. Yeah, was it good?
Very good.
It's
It's
pretty
like
good, right?
I don't even know how you describe like why it's funny. It's like the timing. It's just like it's just so it's like dramatic, but in like a theatrical kind of way. For this most like for the most it's not I wouldn't say random, but
Uh huh.
it's it's just like theatrical. It's just so dramatic, and it's like
There's a lot of emotion.
we just see him
Yes,
get
it's
swept away. It's just he just turns
so
into a
good,
tiny
dude.
dot.
Okay, so the video we're talking about is called, and it already has 1 million views. But the channel, I love the channel. It's so good. The video is called "Homeless People During a Hurricane" by Oilyfoot65, and the video, I think Christian you kind of already get it, by what Christian said in the title. But yeah, I'll link it in the description. It was so funny. Like, dude, I watched that guy's channel. So I was by myself on Saturday night,
Mm-hmm.
and I was lying down in bed, and I watched that channel's videos. I watched that video, and I watched every single one of those videos that he posted from
Mm-hmm.
like the last like year.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a time where I was literally dying laughing. My stomach was hurting. Like it was like just like some of the videos are just like the fucking dude, they're the best. And then that one is so good. Cause dude, it's crazy how much emotion you can have in like a video like that that's just like a fucking stupid meme.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is too, is it's like not like derived from everything, like it from anything. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
Like obviously homeless people during hurricane, I'm sure that joke's been made before, but other than that, like the drawings and everything, like if it's just the drawings and like the pictures of like the guy crying and
It
stuff like that,
conveys
like,
everything very well in like a most basic way, but it's like you understand it. And it's like
mm,
it's art because it's like a piece of art because it like conveys so much in such like a basic format. And it's like you
yeah,
just get it. And it's like it resonates with you and it's like yeah, you just get it.
yeah, it's like those pictures, in museums where it's like two fucking lines and they're like, this conveys man's struggle to deal with the existential fucking blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but this is like its own.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. It's not. I don't. It's an art. It's art, but like meme form. It's like art. That's all I can say. It's so good.
It is.
But yeah, I know. So I'll link it in the description.
It
But
is. It's a
yeah,
beautiful piece of art. We should link it.
it was. I will link it. That is our video slash meme of the week, which I kind of picked for us. And
I
maybe
like
next
it.
week we'll do our each of our own, because we did have our meme of the week segment when we did it in person, but we're not doing it in person anymore. So it's different.
Because there's the bird flu.
The bird flu,
Mm-hmm.
mad cow disease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's our video. So I have some stuff written down.
Yep.
I have one thing I wanted to ask you.
Yep.
And I wonder if you already know what I'm going to ask you.
I don't.
Did you
What did I do?
watch any of the things I recommended to you?
Oh. I have not.
God damn it,
Bro,
Christian.
I haven't watched any like movies in a long time.
You drive me crazy. No, I don't care that much, but I just thought I'd ask just in case.
That's the
you
thing. They
wanted
pop up on my phone every single day. They pop up on my phone. I have reminders
Why?
for it, but it just says like the reminders. It just says I have 5 other items. So it's like check. I have work stuff, and then it's like and 5 other items. And so these 5 other items are watch Rambo First Blood, Terminator 2, Jurassic Park. Ask about Danny's hours, and it's just like so it's Rambo First Blood, Terminator 2, Jurassic Park. There's one more. There's another one you recommended. Shrek
Sopranos.
2.
Shrek 2. I did say The Sopranos. I don't know if you wrote that one down, but
Isn't the whole series?
what was that?
Isn't
Yeah, that's a whole show. That's not gonna be,
Sopranos, Davy Jones Walker.
Send you to Davy Jones Locker. It's just full of dirty socks. Fuck, you just sneeze directly in your camera.
Yeah.
I feel like you just sneezed right on my face.
I have to say, okay, so that's the one thing that you've written down.
Well, I have more. Unless you have something you would like to ask me.
Do you like toast?
Toast is amazing. When you said you were making toast, it immediately made me jealous that I didn't have toast. We just ripped off his arms or ears or whatever.
Just wore his face as a mask.
And then you just did that and we didn't acknowledge it like the rest of the show.
That'd be pretty funny.
That'd be hilarious. Oh, so I've been watching. I don't know if you've been watching this guy at all, but I've been watching
What?
Kai Cenat.
Yeah, I've heard of. I don't really watch him. I see clips, and it's hard to miss anything that happens.
Yeah, I think the whole thing is hilarious. Like I don't know if you've been watching like the stream. He streams on Twitch, but I like how I'm saying this like he's like a small freaking streamer. The guy's got he literally, dude, he has the most viewers I've ever seen for anybody. I think yesterday he had like 260,000 people watching him.
Current watchers, like, it's crazy because it's like live. These people are all in their lives watching you right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to say like I just think it's funny. Like I think him and his group are hilarious. Like he has like that's I asked a friend of ours if they because you know how people were like Phantom Tax.
Yeah.
So I asked him what that was, and he's like, it's just Phantom Tax. Like, I don't know what it's from. And I'm like, oh, okay. But dude, so Phantom is a guy in his group. I don't know if you know this.
I know this part.
Yeah, he's a guy in the group, and he fucking when people go Phantom Tax and they take the food.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah. His name is Phantom, and he taxes your food.
Yes, and he just steals their food, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, some of that stuff is so funny because like Kai will be like streaming and like he'll just like, and then you just see Phantom bust through the door behind him.
Yeah.
Because Phantom sees that like Kai has food and he's just like, and you know what he's here, you know what he's there for is like for it's just funny. Yeah, it's just hilarious. But
what is the appeal of Kai Cenat, you think? Is it because, my guess before you answer is that it's because they all live in the same house. They're constantly streaming. And so it's like you get to like, and they're a lively bunch of guys. And so there's girls, obviously. And then there's like fancy stuff. It's extravagance and it's just craziness. There's famous people that show up all the time. And it's like, it makes you feel like you're part of their home almost because you're so involved with, like, you see aspects of all their lives and it's like, oh shit, they're about to have a crossover. And then it's literally just Phantom walking in the other room and it's like, oh shit, he made an appearance on Kai's stream and you got to tune in to Phantom's stream to see what his reaction is. And then it's like, they could like literally be yelling across the room and like, it's just that crossover. It's like, it's kind of like how when you first played an online game with your friends, like the first online game is like, oh shit, we're playing together. It's kind of like that overlap. It's like, we're playing together, but you're all the way over there. And it's just like, you get to watch that through them because like all live in the same house.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you if you were not finished.
That's basically it.
Yeah, I think the main appeal, like, and you kind of they kind of summed it up, but like the chemistry, like I just think they're funny, like they're very funny, like the whole the whole Phantom thing, how he has like a Phantom Tax and like he literally has like like Kai's like 5% and one of the guys is like 10% and the other guys are like 1. Like it's just funny because it's like fucking, and he just walks in, like he bursts through the door. He just like fucking walks up, takes the food or something like that. Like, it's just, I just think it's like good chemistry. Like obviously they're all friends. It's hilarious.
And it seems like they could be, not to interrupt you, but it's on the chemistry topic. It's like they can just be, it seems like they're very relaxed and like you said, chemistry, and so they could just be themselves in that moment and they're just like you're in the chill sesh with them.
Yeah. They also have a lot of guests, like me and my wife tuned in because she's kind of been a big fan. She talked about, we were tuning in and they have like SZA and Lizzo on. So it's like, oh shoot, this is SZA and Lizzo are just chilling with Kai, and like they're just like in the kitchen or whatever, and you're like, just it's crazy. Also, too, like you get to see. I think it's interesting to see people. You get to see. Obviously, it's like 24 hours, like or well, it's mostly like 24 hours.
Is it?
But I think it's very. I don't know. They're like. I remember I tuned in at like 1 a.m. one time when he was streaming, and I was like,
Jeez.
yeah, and it's like I also too I think it's pretty cool to see because like obviously you see Kai during his crazy moments, like you see the clips, but also like it doesn't stop, so you get to see him like when he's like chilling, when he's like doing like cooking or not cooking, but like eating or whatever. You get to see it all, so it's like I think a lot of people want to see people when
Authentic.
they're obviously yeah, they want to see the authentic version of the people. So like, I bet a lot of people who I tuned in because like SZA and Lizzo were there, and I wanted to see what like they're just hanging out, like and you're like, oh shit, this is like them, like kind of not this is them like how they would be during normal, like
Mm-hmm.
whenever like when they're not like in front of a camera or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if you've seen the setup, but like literally like he has like his main room where he like does everything, but if he goes out like into like the hallway, it switches to another camera, and like then it's him in the hallway, and if he goes into another room in his bathroom, he's like, oh, that's him in the bathroom. Like it switches, like it's like a whole production. It's crazy. Like I didn't realize how deep it was. Like it's insane. Like, and that may be,
They're
I don't know if
plants.
that's good
I think they're
or
plants.
bad. They're plants. What are like the
The
oh, like
Synax.
he is a plant
Yeah.
for what?
The industry.
They wouldn't let a black person be a plant for the industry.
Rap music.
Um, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I kind of do see maybe a little bit what you're talking about. He did have Chris Brown the other day, and I was kind of like,
Do we just accept Chris Brown back again? Is he all forgiven?
I
Is
don't.
that like them attempting to make it okay again? If they're trying to like reintroduce him
That's
back into the zeitgeist, like
maybe, but I mean, like, I think he's always had his loyal. Like, there's people who always would be like, people in the chat were like, "Oh, Chris Brown looks so good," blah blah blah. It's like he's always gonna have those people. But I mean, like, I don't fuck with Chris Brown.
I mean,
So,
I don't know. These days he looks like he's not doing too hot,
what do you mean?
just like physically.
What do you think he's on like crack or something?
Something. He's on something. He just looks like he's drugged out. Like he needs like going bald almost or something. Not that going
Yeah.
bald's a bad thing, but it's like not because of natural causes.
Well, I saw him on Kai's stream the other day. He had like blonde hair, and I was like, "That's an interesting choice," but
Mm.
I don't know.
I've just seen like videos of him in like a club and his like face just looks like he's malnourished and
No,
like he's balding.
I think that's just what he looks like.
Is it?
Maybe, at least that's what I think. I don't know. I don't know. Chris Brown, Chris Brown,
I don't know.
he did kind of beat the shit out of Rihanna, so
What if the whole time it was like, do you know how like there's the stories of like the women that stage it and it's like imagine she just punched herself in the eye and then
What are you talking
I'm
about?
just saying like what if it was that? I'm not saying that it is or there is a chance that it could be, but like what if it was that?
I mean, I want to say for the record, if anyone watches this, I think that he totally did it.
I
But I mean,
I think that too.
there is a non-zero chance that maybe she did.
She was just like your career's over with.
Just punched herself.
Mhm. I
Oh
hate you.
God,
You cheated on me.
goodness, we gotta stop talking about this.
It's
Um,
like the version of like it's like a more extreme version of slashing your tires because you're
yeah,
that crazy
yeah. I
ex.
mean, I will say some women are. I've read stories, and some women are crazy. So it's yeah,
It's possible.
it's impossible.
It's not
Is it?
impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible. There's nothing's impossible. I think,
Agree.
but We're kind of winding down to the. We're kind of gonna so we're gonna say goodbye here in a second. But I wanted to bring something up. Last thing I had written down.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I was working with a coworker all last week, and we were working overtime. We were working like 12-hour days. Work, I think 12-hour days from Tuesday to Friday, and I was as you know me, I don't drink caffeine. I don't like drinking caffeine. It makes
Mm-hmm.
my heart go dugga dugga. So I don't like
Which
doing that.
sucks.
But I noticed that the coworker I was working with, they did have to drink caffeine. Like they were drinking,
Celsius, right?
the Celsius
Yeah.
and Celsius and everything. And it's like
I can't do Celsius. I can't even do
I
Celsius
can't.
anymore.
I'm purely fueled on ice water. I
Mm-hmm.
just drink ice water and it shocks my body. It gives me the freaking so um you know and I wanted to bring it up to you. And do you still drink caffeine? I don't even know why I asked because you literally said that to me earlier.
I keep it to a minimum these days. Like I'll have these every once in a while, very once in a while.
Hmm.
But for me, it's just mostly coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
But even then, like
No,
I need to cut off coffee. I just need to cut out caffeine. It's just I am reliant on it at this point for like my cup of coffee. Actually,
mhm.
not completely reliant. Like today, I was pretty fine. Like I was good. There's days where it's like I don't really need it right now, but like I kind of just want it, and so I just do it. And it is kind of it's like a habit. But
Also, too, you might like to drink like you like coffee because it's like sugary and like tastes like.
well, I drink it black.
Oh yeah, you do drink it black. But like Red Bull, you might like it because it tastes like a juice or something like that. But
Even then, like the
yeah.
Red Bull, it's not even like I don't drink it for the taste. I drink it for the
Mhm.
effect, which is kind of like using a drug, basically. It's like I'm using it like a drug. I want the
Yeah.
desired effect, so I drink it.
Yeah, I only drink coffee if I'm super tired, like I like need to pick me up, like oh I'm gonna fall asleep. Like if I sit down, then I'm like okay, I'll drink some coffee. But like normally I won't. I will just rely strictly on just drinking ice cold water. So I was gonna say
Yep.
we should try and get you off
I
caffeine.
think we should. I think that's ultimately what needs to happen. And I think
We should
what
do
I
it.
need to do is just drink more tea. I need to start with tea. Or just should I just cold turkey this bitch?
You should just be high on life, bro.
I think I would be if I cut off caffeine. And it would be ultimately a really good thing for me to get off caffeine.
Yeah,
Because it
no,
does make me
I think
anxious sometimes and it makes me like and it makes me feel weird sometimes. And I don't like it. But it's like when I first like if I'm like feeling tired and I have that cup of black coffee and I'm like I just know that it's gonna like lift me up. It's just like it feels good.
mhm.
It's like it's good. Like that one day we were
Oh,
watching the sunrise and like I think I was sipping my coffee and just watching the sunrise
mhm.
and it was like a beautiful moment.
Yeah, also too, like I do feel like there is kind of like not like a super like you're not like super proud of yourself, but I feel like there is kind of like when the coworker asked me like you don't like need caffeine or anything like in the mornings. I'm like, no, I'm kind of just I go straight off to freaking I drink water. That's pretty much it. And
Mm-hmm.
like I felt a bit. I mean, I don't want to say that I felt like I was like
I
high
think
and mighty,
you
but
can
I
feel
did feel
prideful.
like yeah, I felt a little prideful. Like I don't need that stuff. Like I just like I'm freaking just
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm running off my own juices, bro.
You are,
So
you are, and that is something to be prideful of. You don't need that shit.
yeah,
And like
so
it's not like
that's
you're
that's
doing
got a
nothing.
lot.
You're working hard. It's like we're doing
Yeah,
this
you're
thing
freaking.
and then you've been editing all these videos too, so it's like you're not lazy. You're not a lazy person.
I try not to be, despite what other people say. So, but yeah, that's I think that's the last thing I want to talk about. And my timer is slowly winding down. So, sir, I think this is another successful episode
I agree.
of the garage. We had a couple brews and talked about random bullshit.
Mm-hmm. But that's okay.
So
That's life.
it is okay. That is okay. Alrighty. Well, if you don't have anything else to say, I think we will that's gonna do it. That's gonna do her.
If you dislike this video, I will come and find you, knock on your door, have a couple words with you. That's it.
That's it. That's the end right there.
It's a threat. I am threatening you. I'm just
That's
kidding.
a straight up threat.
In Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Yeah.